Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to another video. This particular video has been long coming. It's just that I felt seriously sick. I could not film, I could not do anything, but I'm better now. Thanks be to God. I'm ready to dish out some information to you guys. I've been seeing videos like this on other schools, about other schools, but I've never actually seen a video about uniuyo. So I decided, why not just help out you poor boys and girls. So that people will not be, struggling with information and stuff. Although some of these things you can find it with a simple Google search. Google will not tell you everything, trust me. I'll be dividing this video into two parts. The first part will be for the things you need to know once you've gotten admission, and the second part will be for the things you need to know once you've started uniuyo. Let's not waste your time and get on with the video. By the time I'm making this video, the semester has already commenced for the 100 level student because a new section has started. Disclaimer, I'm just entering my 300 level. Most of these things have changed or I've forgotten them. That's why I did a little bit of research so that I'll be able to give out correct information and not misinform anybody. The first thing you need to do once you have gotten admission is to pay your acceptance fee. You can pay your acceptance fee in a cyber cafe around you. It doesn't matter wherever you are. As far as it's a cyber cafe and the place has an internet, acceptance fee is 25,000 naira, no more, no less. Please don't go and pay 30k to the school and say you gave the school 30k. Nobody will answer you. The next thing to come is your screening. By this time, screening has started. If you don't know now. For some faculty, screening has not started, but for most faculties, screening has started. So you should know your faculty, obviously. So please go and check whether your faculty has started screening or not. If they have and you are still wherever you are, please start packing your bags and start going to school to screen. Anyway, these are the requirements and documents you need to be with. The first thing that should be on your list is your WAEC or NICO result certificate, your birth certificate. But if you do not have this, that's fine. You can go to a court and swear an affidavit. They accept that too. The third thing is your state of origin certificate. That one is very self-explanatory. It's the certificate of where you're from. The fourth thing that should be on your list, the JAM admission letter and the uniuyo admission letter. JAM admission letter and uniuyo admission letter, they are not the same thing, because you know how JAM gives you admission, uniuyo also gives you admission, obviously. So you need to come with those two letters all printed out, please, in both colored and photocopy. Let me also mention that all these copies, please don't make just one. Don't make one photocopy of things. Make at least four photocopies. Next thing you need is passport photograph. People will want to tell you like, oh, you need just 12 copies of your passport, but my dear, 12 copies will not get you anywhere. Make more than 12. Make 24 safe. 24 will be okay. Even if you can make more than 24, that's totally fine. Because remember that even if you are done screening, you still need passport for other things in the long run in school. So you can just like see anywhere to take a passport. If you want to avoid stress, you just need to make more than enough. I'm still using my passport from my 100 level. The passports I use for screening, I still use it now because I made enough copies. That's what I advise you to do, instead of like all the time you'll be running around looking for where to snap passports, wasting unnecessary money. If you save 700 naira to take you somewhere. The next thing you need is your JAM your JAM result slip. Then lastly, you need your post-UME slip. You know, like uniuyo doesn't write post-UME. The post-UME slip is the screening slip. You know, because you have paid like 2,000 naira online for that form. That form, you even have your screening date and everything. You also need that for the screening, don't forget it. And please, let me also advise you, go with your complete documents. Don't think that, oh, this one is not that important, I can just leave it, or they will not ask for it. They will ask for it though. Yeah, that's all you need for the screening. That's all you need for the screening. The screening takes place in the school premises, depending on where your faculty is. If your faculty is in town campus, you'll be screening town campus. If your faculty is in PEM site, you'll be screening PEM site, and same thing with annex. Now, after you have screened, you will be given an access code. Is in like a rectangular kind of paper, and that access code is what you use to pay your school fees. Mind you, you must not like pay your school fees immediately. School gives time to pay school fees, just that you have to pay the school fees before they close the portal. For me, the place I pay my school fees is at microfinance bank in town campus, because I'm based in town campus. But for some people, they prefer to pay their school fees or like do their school whatever at the Convo Park, and I don't like the Convo Park because it's too crowded. But in microfinance bank, you hardly see anybody there. Not like people are not there, but they're like quarter of what you will find in Convo Park. And it's also cheaper at the microfinance bank. My department deals, faculty deals, things like that. I do everything at the microfinance bank. So once you have paid your fees, you need to go to the bursary to get your school fees receipt stamped. But immediately you pay your school fees, your name will not reflect in the bursary. So you need to wait for like 2 weeks, I think, for your name to reflect. If you go like a week after, they might tell you your name is not out yet, come back next week or something like that. Yeah, once your name reflects, they will stamp your school fees receipt. They will give you this book after you show them your photocopy of the stamped school fees receipt. They'll give you this book. Also stamp this book. This book is very, very important. You need it during exams. Don't misplace this book. It's very, very important from the beginning of your school life to the end of your school life. You need to have this book. If you misplace this book, you have to pay a lot of money to get it back. Be very intentional about where you keep it. Don't be careless with it. Next up is your classes. So by the time you are screening, some classes might have started, especially the GST classes. You can attend those classes even if you are not done with your screening. It's very, very possible to attend those classes, because sometimes the late screening comes from the school. They might tell you, oh, come back tomorrow, or come back next week, come back when. So you can definitely attend all of your classes. But just because you can attend classes, don't go and relax and say, oh, I have time to screen, and say it's Kikie that told you. Please, I did not tell you anything. Screening has a deadline. After all that plenty, as far as you have paid your school fees, you are now eligible to register for your courses. That will bring me to the second part of this video. We are done with the first part. I've told you everything you need to know once you have gotten admission. First thing you need to know once you have started the school is registering for courses. Now, when you are registering for your courses, pay close attention to your elective courses. They might be elective, but they are very important. People tend not to take their elective courses seriously because they feel like it doesn't add anything to their life or doesn't take anything out of their life. Oh my dear, it adds to your CGPO. It takes from your CGP. Especially if that elective has a high credit unit. I'll explain what a credit unit is later. Elective courses are quite important. For my department, for example, I'm in psychology. We had 4 electives: philosophy, economics, sociology, and political science. Philosophy for us was important because it was a faculty elective. Then we had to choose from these 3 electives, which were sociology, political science, and economics. Sociology came with a 4 credits unit. Philosophy came with a 3 credits unit, which is like the one that is important. Political science came with 3, and I think economics came with 2. What we did was that we went for the one that had the highest credits unit, which was sociology, and sociology had 4. But you have to be careful when you're doing that, because if you fail that course, it will drop your CGP like more than how a course of that has only 2 credits units. If you do a course with a 2 credits unit and let's say you fail it, God forbid you will not fail, but you fail it will affect your result though. But you see, getting an F with a 2 credits unit course and getting an F with a 4 credits unit course is not the same F. Because the 4 credits unit will destroy your result. You can be like at a 3.45 CGP and you get an F in a 4 credits unit course. You can drop to 2 points. That one course can make you drop to 2 points. But let's say you're at a 3.45 CGP and then you get an F with a course that has only 2 credits in it, maybe you'll be reduced to like 3.3 something. But for 4 credits unit courses, you can be taken down to 2. So you have to be very, very careful when you're choosing your courses. For your electives, I advise you actually to attend the classes of all your electives. Then the one you are good at, please do it. Don't do it because the credits unit is high and you want to like increase your results. Do the one you're good at, because it's not when you go and do that one that has high credits units, you will not go and fail it. So please be very careful when you're choosing your elective courses. So after the registering for courses, remember you have started school now. The next thing that should be on the agenda is 4 files. Now normally school releases a date for 4 files to start, and as the name implies, 4 files is having all the documents that have to do with you and the school in 4 different files. You need to submit them to your faculty. It sounds easy, it sounds simple to do, but to me 4 files is like way harder than screening. Like you will do like this before you can do your 4 files. Although I think you have the entire session to do your 4 files. To show you how hard it is, people take an entire session to do it, and some people even like wait till the final year to come and start doing 4 files. But that one is going to be more stressful because you start running around for things you're not supposed to run around for and paying unnecessary money. Let's talk about your CGPA, the academics talk. 5.0 to 4.5 is first class. 4.49 to 3.5 is second class upper. 3.49 to 2.5 is second class lower. 2.49 to 1.5 is third class. And 1.49 to 1.0 is a pass. My brothers and sisters, they might have told you, they might have sang it in your ear like song, but I'm here to tell you again, please build your CGPA in your 100 level. It will help you. It's a very, very like, it's your foundation. Basically, it's your foundation. In fact, 100 level is the simplest level. Maybe not for all departments, but for most departments, especially my own, 100 level is the simplest. 100 level is like, take it like secondary school. By the time you are there, you feel like, oh, it's so hard, this thing is so difficult. But once you are progressing, you look back and actually realize how easy 100 level is, and then you start regretting. Once you do well in your 100 level and your 200 level, you are, I don't want to say you're set for life, but you're basically set. There's a trick people use to build their CGPA, because we have credit units load. What the credit unit is like the numbers beside each course. You have 2 credit unit courses, you have 3 credit unit courses, you have 4 credit unit courses. I don't know if you have 5. I've never heard of 5. I'm talking based on like my experience and my department. The courses that have 2 credit unit load, they don't have the same gravity that a 4 credit unit load has. I've mentioned it earlier actually. So in total, all your credit units cannot exceed 24. All the 2, the 4, it cannot exceed 24. What people do, let's use for example your department, you guys are doing 7 courses, and that now what I'm telling you is how you can build your CGPA, kind of like an easy way out. Your department, you are doing 7 courses, and then the total credit units is 20. You still have 4 extra credit units, which means you can still do other courses, but the thing is that you cannot exceed that 24. If you do 1 extra course, that will be 22 credit unit totally. If you do 1 extra course that has a 4 credit unit load, that will be 24, and you cannot do any other one. The downside of this is that it's very stressful to like come and start adding more workload to your already plenty courses. Do you get? If you want to do this, you need to be mentally prepared, especially if you want to add a course that has a high credit unit. The courses you are doing now, your classmates are not doing it. You are the one that is adding this one to your course by yourself. You are the one registering for it so that you can boost your CGP. So that's what people do. They choose they look for courses that have high credit units and then add it to their courses basically, and they do it and they get higher CGPA than they were supposed to originally. Okay, whew. That's enough for the academic talk. Me myself, I'm tired. I don't like academic talk at all. Let's move on to living in uniuyo. If you want to live in hostel, now we have a system. You get to have a system. Before, what people used to do is that we need to go to the student affairs to register for hostel, go to HOD, sign form, do this, do that. The stress was plenty, but now you can apply online. You can go to the Convo Park, or you can go to Microfinance Bank to apply. The hostel in Uyo is good, but if I'm being honest with you, it has grade. For me, I don't like the annex hostel. Some people might prefer the annex hostel, but personally, I don't like the annex hostel. I've been given the annex hostel before and I did not stay, to show you how much I did not like it. I prefer the hostels in town camp, and also the hostel in town camp also has one that I also don't like. That one is hall 6. People also like that one. So what I do is that I just buy my desired place. Although I'm not sure it's legal though. Well, you know, students now, they always devise ways to make more money. Buy your space at 20k, but students, they start selling at 30k up, depending on the grade of hostel. So if you want a good space, get your money ready. Except like school gives you a good place, and school like also gives hostels based on your department. And as they did not rate us psychology students, they have never actually given me a good space, so I always end up buying. For the living outside, I don't really know much about staying off campus because I've never stayed off campus. What I know is that right now the student lodges close to school is not safe because there have been some kind of recent robberies going on. So if you are getting a place, I don't advise you to get in a student's lodge. That's all I know. Sorry, I don't really know much about it. I would also like to talk about the boys hostel. Well, I'm not a boy, so I don't know. From what I heard, it's not conducive. They have only one hostel, which is in annex to show you how very uncomfortable it's going to be. It's just one hostel. Why the girls have like there are so many, there are up to 8, if no more than 8 hostels. But yeah, I don't really know much about the boys hostel. I just know it's not conducive and it's just one hostel they have. The last thing I'll talk about before ending this video is the dress code. Uniuyo started this thing recently. Before, we did not have a dress code. No, we did, but it was not as serious as it is now. So this thing I'm wearing is not allowed. Like, plenty piercings are not allowed. Anklets, nose rings, short skirts, big jeans, off shoulder. If you don't want to spar with all these security men, just respect yourself and dress properly. It's not really a bad thing. You just need to know how to dress up and still look smart and good. So that's it. I think I'll make a second part of this video, but that is a whole different story for another day. So I hope I've been able to help you out, even if it's just a little bit. I know I might have sounded a little bit confusing because it's kind of difficult for me to explain something to somebody, but once as you go by, as you're progressing in the school, you'll be understanding everything a little bit more. It's just like a sprinkle of salt for you to have an idea, so that you'll not be entering the school with a blind eye. I just hope, I really hope I've been able to help you out, even if it's just a little bit of information that you did not know before. But from this my video, you know it now. Let me know in the comment section if there's still any other thing you need to know, any other thing you want me to find out for you. I will definitely try my best to do so. Please make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share this video. If you know anybody that is coming to Uniuyo and doesn't know anything about the school, this video is for them. This video is literally for them. I'm making this video because of them, so definitely share it out to your friends. That's all for now. Bye. See you guys in my next video.